sky looks so nice right now, because right now it's about to get dark, and it just rained about a minute ago and it stopped. And look at the sky, it's amazing. So yeah, so let's talk about what's going on with Tesla and you know what happened with the news and all the news about Tesla basically, and what the stock is doing right now. Well, I don't really care what the stock is doing right now. I'm a long-term investor. I don't really care how the stock looks. If it goes up, fine. If it goes down, even better, because I will have a chance to keep accumulating more shares on a cheap, really cheap buy. Because I truly believe Tesla in 2030, I don't think it's going to be around 320, 330 per share. I believe that when robotaxi comes, when they're gonna start licensing their software for their full self-driving, I just can't wait for the one company will say, hey Tesla, we want to partner you right now with your software so our cars can drive like your Tesla does. So I truly believe it's gonna happen. It just, like, right now there's a lot of regulatory. Of course Tesla is gonna show that it is capable. You know, they're rolling out right now the robotaxi right now in Austin. Started in Austin. They're in the Bay Area. They're also in California, in the Bay Area, and I think they're gonna come in Arizona, Vegas. They're also coming here and actually in Florida, the robotaxi, which is, I hope they're gonna come here in Florida because I want to try it out. But my long-term goal is to just keep accumulating shares as much as I can. When there's blood in the streets, that's when you buy. You know, that's my thesis about Tesla. And right now, as we speak, so at first when I had 100 shares, I told myself, man, if I have 200 shares, I'll be so happy. Alright, I got the 200 shares. So I was like, wow, I actually made it to 200 shares. And that was when the time when Tesla went down to like 130, 140. And then I bought more when, you know, it went up to like 170. So at 200 shares, I was like, damn, if I get to like 400, I'll be done. I'm done buying. So Tesla, you know, it was around 170. I was buying at 220, and that was it. That was like 220, 170 to 220, and I'm like, okay, I have some extra money, and you know, every week or every paycheck I just put money in. And I did some trades too that I got lucky, so I rolled that money over. I got into Nvidia. I sold Nvidia when it became 4 trillion recently, and I bought some. I did some trading on Open Doors when it ran up to like $3 something. My average was like $1.20, and I sold everything, and then I added more Tesla. So from 400 shares, it went up to 500. Now up to 540 shares. That's my max. I wish I could still squeeze in maybe at least 550, but right now I'm 540, so 540 shares. And if Tesla goes down to under 200, I'll just buy 1 share, 2 shares, 3 shares, every month. And so my average right now on my Tesla is about, I would say, 218 per share. And I think I'm gonna hold it right there, around 540 shares. We'll just see how it goes. If I have extra money, then I'll just buy more. I don't really care. The more shares I get, the easier. It's nice. There was a car backing up, and the car saw it, and then actually kind of changed lane. That was pretty cool. Yeah, because I truly believe in my 5 years, it's never going to be in the 300 shares, 300 range shares. It's going to be at least in 2030. My price target, I think it's going to be around 2,000 per share. And they're going to split for sure after that with my 540 shares, and then I'm probably going to trim some. And now after I'm not going to sell all of it. I'm going to keep at least, maybe I'll sell maybe 20-30%, and then I'll use that money towards into investing. There's 2 options I want to do. One is I want to buy property. You want to buy property, buy a house, single family home, have it rented out, and then just leave it there for investing, and then buy another house, 2 or 3 properties, and then just roll it over. The market goes up, the real estate market goes up, then I'll sell it. And then second option is when this robo-taxing commences in the near future, when everybody has robo-taxi, I'm gonna buy 3 or 4 robo-taxi and make it into a fleet where I would just say maybe 1 robo-taxi would earn you at least 30 to 40,000, right, in a year. If I buy 3 cars and then put it into the fleet, I would make 90 grand, 90,000 a year, and all I have to do is basically make sure the car is running perfectly, which if you own a Tesla, you don't really worry about maintenance. The only thing that maintenance that you have to do is just basically make sure that you have, plenty of washer fluid. I think you have to make sure the car is clean, if there's any damages or something like that, then you fix it. Which is, if you're in a robo-taxi, you're in the safest car you ever be. Just imagine this. You're in a car with 8 eyes surrounding the car. Like what you saw earlier, there was a car backing up, the car saw it, and it kind of changed lane, and it went back to its lane. It's going to be like that. It's going to be the safest car you're ever going to be. And I truly believe that this is going to be the standard of driving. You don't have to drive. You let the car drive for you. You're going to see in the road, you're going to be like, why you're still driving manually, Just like the same as when I grew up in the Philippines. I was born there, and the first thing I learned how to drive is a manual. And when it came in the US, I actually had to learn myself how to drive automatic. I've never seen automatic cars before. I'll be like, okay, this is what you do. You put it on from park, put it on drive, reverse. So yeah, it's gonna be like that in the near future. 5, 6, 7 years from now, everybody's gonna be like, why are you still driving your car? autonomous car is going to be everywhere. I don't think it's only going to be only Tesla. There's going to be another company out there that's going to be copying Tesla on their technology. But just like Apple, you know, there's going to be Android, like for everything. So it's good. It's good to have a competition. It's good to have Tesla has competition so that they're not going to be, you know, just lackadaisical, you know. So they're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. They're going to keep better, getting better every day, every year on their car technology. Because Tesla is using neural nets, which is the 8 cameras. It learns. It's like your eyes. It's like a person. It's like a human, like watching, just using your eyes, and you decide on what to do next. You know, Waymo is what they're using right now is LiDAR. You probably see a lot of videos, like, you know, like a lot of mistakes what Waymo, you know, did on the road, because they can't change. LiDAR is nice if the road doesn't change. There's always changes in the road. There's going to be some construction in there. There's going to be some signs that it wasn't there before. You know, neural nets, what Tesla is doing is vision only, which it will decide on what they're seeing, the car is seeing on the road, and then it would, you know, and it would decide on what to do, what will be the best thing to do. So, and it's cheaper, you know. The LiDAR costs, a Waymo costs about $120 to $130 per car. Right now, you can buy a Tesla for $37,000 under Model 3, and then under Model Y, you can get for up to like $41,000 if you have the 7,500 credit, which is ending next month. So, yeah, I mean, this is the best thing to do. You know, you just have to be patient, and wait. This is the easiest thing, easy money. You don't have to do a thing. It's not like a business, like like for example a restaurant where you have to go there every day. You have to cook, make sure everything is good. You know, you have to prepare the food, everything, like all kinds of business. You have to have the preparation. You know, in investing, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just sit there and wait. You know, you build up your due diligence, you build up your conviction, and you'll be golden, you know. Yeah, I figured I'll share my investing advice. None of this is financial advice. Do your own due diligence. We're lucky. I'm lucky that in this country you can invest. Where I was from in the Philippines, it's taboo. Nobody talk about it. I didn't even know about investing. I didn't even know that you could put money in online on the stock market and then just leave it there and would make money for you. I didn't know that. I found that out when I came. Well, at the time I came here in 2008. I didn't even know, and then I came upon YouTube. I watched some YouTube. This guy was doing some trading. I'm like, damn it, this is nice. And then at the time I was new. I tried it. I got lucky from it. But there was some, you know, it's not always, you know, rainbows. There's always going to be some problem, but you know, you just have to do your due diligence, and you pick up a company that you think that it's going to be good in the long run and stick with it. So, all right, well, it's getting dark now. All right, guys, so I figured I'll share. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification for, you know, my next venture and investing journey. So hopefully I'll look at this video in the next 5 years, and you know, I'll sit back in my chair and look at this and I'm like, damn, I did the right thing. All right, till next time, peace out.